Finding the center of circles is pretty easy once you know the secrets. And this is one of the secrets right here, using a carpenter's triangle and a carpenter's 90-degree square. You can put them together like this. There's a couple problems with this approach. First of all, you have to either hold it or clamp it, and then it can move around. There's another thing where some surfaces you just can't mark, even though you find the center. And then there's always this real thin area right here that you're trying to put the circle on. It doesn't always work. I've got some simple ideas that will take finding the center of circles to a whole different level. Let's go to a top-down shot and I'll show you the secrets. There are circle tools out there that cost you more than these two separate tools combined. I like the fact that I can have two separate tools and use them all the time, and then bring them together to do something else. This is hard to hold if you're going to put this on here like this, and it's difficult. So what I'm doing is I got some Velcro from the dollar store, and I put two little squares on right here, and then I'm going to take the other two squares and put them on the top like that. Get it as close as you can and press it down. Now the two tools are combined. It's kind of like a transformer. You want to make sure that that's in the right place, 45 degrees, and the great thing about the Velcro is twofold. And if for some reason you don't get it exactly right the first time, you can pull it off and readjust it. But you can also break the tools apart and use them separately, as if you never combined them in the first place. The other good thing is because of the thickness of the Velcro, it's enough to allow circles to stay on there a little better. That, like this, and like this. See, it's got more of a lip than just the thinness of this tool right here. What if you've got a surface that just doesn't want to be marked by a pencil? Take some painter's tape, approximately over the center of the circle, as best as you can guess it. Take your tool and you can draw your lines, go 90 degrees, and get the center of the circle that way. On things like a hockey puck, and I use hockey pucks for all sorts of things, they're usually fairly good at marking. There you go, center. If you feel like you're not getting the center, you can use something that's already got a center on it. And you can see right here, this has got this nice little dot in the center. It's just part of the plastic molding process. And you can put that as your truth system, and then if it's not lined up just right, you can make some adjustments, or at least understand how your tool's working. It's pretty close, right on the money. You might want to make some consideration for the thickness of the lead, but I'm using pretty small lead here, so hopefully it's not going to be that big of a deal. There you go. And then really shiny things like this, just put an X where the approximate center is. Put your tool in place and draw your lines. The other thing that's really important is make sure that your Velcro is right there on that edge, and push down and let it sit for a while before you actually use it. And fine-tuning the adjustment is easy with the Velcro, and it will allow you to make perfect centers of your circles every time. Wanted to show you that tip because I'm going to be centering a lot of circles in my upcoming videos. Thumbs up and comments always appreciated. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in guides on how to use tools, how to combine tools, home repairs, designs of all kinds, evaluations of sports gear and photography equipment, designs of photography and sports gear equipment. I even do costumes, cosplay, and props. Check out my channel and please subscribe, because you never know what you're gonna see.